Hello and welcome to our channel, where we delve into the stories shaping our world. Today, we examine two significant events: the arrest of Nigerian activist VeryDarkMan following his allegations against GTBank, and Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso's bold response to US threats. Disclaimer: please note that this video is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal or political advice. If you find our content insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis. On May 2, 2025, Nigerian social media activist VeryDarkMan, known for his bold and unfiltered commentary, was arrested by the Nigerian police at bank's headquarters in Abuja. His arrest followed viral complaints he made about suspicious loan deductions from his mother's GTBank account, transactions she allegedly never authorized or initiated. The issue, which drew massive public attention online, spurred conversations around fraud, accountability, and transparency in Nigerian banking. His legal representative, prominent human rights lawyer Deji Adeyanju, condemned the arrest. He described it as absolutely unacceptable, asserting that it's not a crime to demand accountability from institutions that hold public trust. Adeyanju further emphasized that punishing individuals for raising valid concerns sends a dangerous message that discourages civic engagement. What makes this case even more controversial is the public nature of the complaints. VeryDarkMan used his social media platforms to voice out his frustrations, a move that resonated with many Nigerians who've had similar experiences with unexplained bank charges. Rather than investigating the claims, critics argue that bank's response was heavy-handed, allegedly involving law enforcement to silence the whistleblower. This raises serious questions about freedom of expression in Nigeria. Should individuals face arrest for publicly questioning financial institutions? What mechanisms should exist to protect whistleblowers and hold powerful entities accountable? Do Nigerian banks operate with sufficient regulatory oversight? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your opinions in the comment section.
Good afternoon, dear Nigerians. I don't want to patronize anymore because I'm not happy. Anyways, yesterday my brother came online and complained of how GTBank has been taking out money from my mom's account on repeatedly, with the claim that someone used her NIN to take out loan from the bank. Now imagine a bank whereby I will take my own NIN and insure with them and tell you this my NIN is just between customer and the bank, and now someone else, a third party, has access to it to the point that they are taking loan. Now, my brother went to the bank with my mom. He has every right to follow his mother to assist her in case she needs to do anything. You understand? He followed my mom to the bank and he posted that, yes, so he's in GTBank and they are trying to sort out things and the bank actually complying with him. Next moment, I got a call from my mom. She was crying that policemen came and arrested my brother. On what basis? Is it a crime that you come and speak out for Nigeria when people are blind? Or is it a crime that you come out and make people see where they can't see? I don't understand. Like, what is going on? What is this guy's crime, for Christ's sake? Why do you guys keep coming for this guy? See, I don't have a problem with the police people because you guys are just people wearing on uniform. You are just putting on uniform. But then, Abba, waiting they do this country, waiting I feel like saying I go they use power anyhow. Waiting in doing I can't arrest them. What is going on in Nigeria, for Christ's sake?
Now let's shift gears to West Africa, where another story has been gaining international attention.
Our country has long been in a very complicated system. Most of you who are young like me, we were born into this system. But that's not what can allow Burkina to thrive. Because in this situation, there are only two cases. Either we accept to fight, or we remain slaves forever. I told you once, there are those who are slaves in their minds. They can only serve their master. And those people try every time to manipulate you. You must advise each other. Because every situation can be exploited by these enemies of the nation to try to discourage you, to demotivate you. So, you must advise each other and not pay attention to certain remarks, even on some media. Not everyone is obliged to be patriotic. You are the first patriots. You have decided to defend the homeland. There is nothing better than that. Those who want to support you, let them support you. Those who want to discourage you through writings, you must close your ears and move forward. As for those, we will fight them here. So, we must remember something. Recently, there is a so-called NGO. It's not even an NGO. Because NGO stands for non-governmental organization. They are not non-governmental because they are funded by a federal budget, by a state. This so-called NGO produces reports claiming that the FDS and the VDP commit abuses. It went in here, it came out there. It's to tarnish your morale. It's to scare you, to prevent you from being able to fight. No. Moreover, we are going to file a complaint against this NGO because people need to understand something. What is happening to us here? It's true that they have manipulated part of our populations in the Sahel here, but they didn't have that kind of weaponry. What brought such significant weaponry into their ranks? It's Libya. Who destroyed Libya? It's this NGO, the same NGO that made false reports and gave them to those who wanted to create a rebellion so that people would intervene and overthrow Gaddafi. And the powder keg ended up being poured into the Sahel. These millions of lives that have been taken in the Sahel, we must file a complaint against this NGO because it is responsible for these false reports it made to support this thesis of attacking Libya. They have no moral lessons to give us. Look at the world. Let them go defend human rights all over the world first before coming here. We are fortunate to have similar situations. In this world, you voluntarily committed yourselves. There are countries where people are forcibly taken, killed. You leave or you die. Others, even while trying to flee, end up dying. They don't talk about human rights because these people see us as subhumans. They see us as slaves. That's how it is in their minds. They have never changed their mindset, but it's up to us to show them that we are not slaves and we will never accept this state of affairs. So don't be fooled by the stories. They tell to anyone who will listen. You must stay focused on your fight. Stay focused. We know what we are doing. And even now, the VTP commander told me that there is a human rights training session underway for group leaders and their deputies. If we make efforts, we know it's for ourselves. We no longer do things to please someone else. We do it for our homeland. And you are committed to that. Defend your homeland. Do not listen to those individuals. They should not affect your morale. In the history of the world, there have been wars. And during the Second World War, people organized themselves to defend all over the place. But there is a country that could not defend itself, which had to come and take our ancestors to go defend them. And today that same country wants to give us lessons. The pot calling the kettle black. No. You are the descendants of those same ancestors who went to defend others, who liberated the world from Nazism. Today you are fighting for your lands. These same individuals dare to create terms to tarnish you. We oppose this. We will never agree. Continue to defend your lands. It is your wealth that interests these people. It's our gold, it's our minerals that interest them. Otherwise, why come and drive out entire villages to seize our lands? So we will fight and we will reclaim our lands, our wealth. It belongs to us. It's for us. It will benefit us and our children. I therefore encourage you to remember that this war is to free us from slavery. It's for our independence. and you must keep your spirits high, stay strong. Never give in to manipulators, to those individuals who no longer understand the notion of homeland, or to those people who come from outside to try to subdue us through their terms they invented and their organizations they created to enslave us. Fight, move forward, do everything you can. Draw, as I said, from your cultural resources, from what you have been shaped by since the village. Draw from it and wage this war. Stay focused and stay strong.
Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the interim leader of Burkina Faso, has made headlines with his unflinching stance against foreign interference, particularly threats purportedly linked to U.S. officials. Recently, a statement attributed to U.S. General Michael Langley accused Traoré of mismanaging national gold reserves and hinted at the possibility of sanctions or even regime change. In response, Captain Traoré defiantly stated, "We either agree to fight for our country or we remain slaves forever." His bold rhetoric struck a chord with many Burkinabe citizens, thousands of whom rallied in support of his government. This exchange comes against the backdrop of Burkina Faso's ongoing struggle with terrorism and instability, largely in the Sahel region. Traoré's government has taken a clear anti-Western stance since the 2022 coup that brought him to power, pushing for a more Pan-African, self-reliant approach to governance. His administration has also formed closer ties with Russia and cut military cooperation with France, marking a dramatic shift in the country's foreign policy alignment. Critics argue that such isolation could deepen the country's economic woes, while supporters see it as a long overdue step toward true sovereignty. But what does this mean for West Africa's future, particularly as more countries in the region are experiencing coups and rejecting traditional Western influence? How should countries balance foreign assistance with sovereignty? Should external powers like the US intervene in nations they believe are being mismanaged? And what is the responsibility of African leaders in ensuring their people benefit from national resources like gold and oil? Again, we encourage you to engage in the comment section. Your perspective matters. Taking a step back, both these stories, VeryDarkMan's arrest in Nigeria and Captain Traoré's defiance in Burkina Faso, reflect broader themes playing out across Africa today. We are witnessing a generational shift. Younger Africans are speaking out more boldly against corruption, foreign exploitation, and internal oppression. Social media has become a powerful tool, enabling activists like VeryDarkMan to spark national conversations, even at personal risk. At the same time, leaders like Traoré are pushing back against what they view as neo-colonialism, challenging the long-standing dominance of foreign powers in African politics. While the outcomes of these movements are uncertain, they are undeniably reshaping the continent's political and social dynamics. The key question for all of us is, how do we support justice and accountability in a way that empowers citizens and strengthens institutions? Today's stories remind us that the fight for transparency, dignity, and independence is far from over, and it's happening in boardrooms, on social media, and in government halls across the continent. We want to know what you think. Should banks be held criminally accountable for customer fraud issues? Is Captain Traoré leading a new era of African sovereignty, or is he risking international isolation? Let us know in the comments. If you found this analysis informative, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to your channel name for more updates on the stories that matter. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.